Hello AOS fans, Robin here without Pete, which this week means books. I've had a bit of a crazy week. My dad's currently in hospital with a broken leg, my heating broke and my computer broke, so not going terribly well over here, but I'm still trying to bring you a Word Wednesday post. And so here we go, without further ado, let me introduce to you Dorling Kindersley, Books That Changed History. And look at that, isn't that a gorgeous, gorgeous cover? I love that cover. It's absolutely beautiful, and the book, like most of the DK books that I review on here, are beautiful. All the DK books I review on here is beautiful inside and out. So, what's it about? It's about the books that changed history. And it goes from prehistory, so again, it's divided into lots of chapters. So we go give a quick example of how beautiful it is. That might be the Book of Kells there. But it equally might not be. It's got 6 chapters. It's got 3000 BCE to 900, sorry, to 999 CE, so just before the year 1000. The year 1000 to 1449, 1450 to 1649, 1650 to 1899, and 1900 onwards. And it goes from the sort of very early written word, like ancient Egyptian books of the dead, I Ching and the Art of War, right up to Mao Zedong and Simone de Beauvoir's The Second Sex. So it covers all sorts of things in between. Obviously, the printing press is very important. And in the introduction, it kind of introduces and it talks about the evolution of the book. So you can see there, gorgeous text, and it goes on to sort of manuscripts and calligraphy and all that kind of illuminations and things, and then the printed books, so the importance of Gutenberg, how that changed not only people access to books but access to knowledge, caused the Enlightenment and scientific revolution. The Principia Mathematica is in here. Then it goes on to Penguin's paperbacks, which really did put the novel in everybody's hands. And this is just the introduction, and then it leads into the book, chapter 1, 3000 BCE to 999 CE, and it has books in here, so the Egyptian books of the dead, and so most of the entries have several pages for them. So the Egyptian books of the dead, you can see, has a couple of things. It has explanatory text on them, and it talks about how the context of them. So there's a lot of cultural context for these books, what they laid the foundations for, what they meant to the people who were reading them then, and what they mean to the people who are reading them now. So most of these are still read today. There's The Art of War. You can find that in your local Waterstones if you wish. It was written in 500 BCE, and this version in here is 1750. So you can see it has all sorts of interesting things. It has amazing versions of these books. The Mahabharat, Dead Sea Scrolls. The Dead Sea Scrolls are fascinating. I didn't actually, one of these things, oh yeah, the Dead Sea Scrolls, I didn't know much about them, but they're fascinating insight into the Dead Sea Scrolls there, how they were found, what they contain. And this book that I'd never heard of, the Vienna Dioscorides, which is basically by Pedanius Dioscorides. It was an early herbalist book, and I'd never heard of it. And there's loads of books in here. There's loads of books you have heard of. Principia Mathematica, as I said, Origin of Species, Art of War, Harry Potter get to mention, Book of Kells here. Lots of lovely pictures of the Book of Kells. So yes, there's loads of books you've heard of, and should rightly be in here. And then there's things like the Blue Quran. It's an absolutely gorgeous version of the Quran, commissioned out of Tunisia, they reckon. Gold on dyed vellum, it's an amazing blue colour. So then there's books I've never heard of. So like the Blue Quran, I've never heard of the Blue Quran. Moving on, the Tale of Genji I had heard of. Some medicine book, the Doomsday book, obviously I had heard of. But then there's this amazing, the Gospels of Henry the Lion. Absolutely beautiful drawings and diagrams inside. I'll show you those. Look at that. Oh, that's what was on the front cover actually, so I was wrong, it wasn't the Book of Kells. So there you go. Gospel of Henry the Lion, and then this book, just mangle this horrendously, Les Treize Riches du Duc de Berry. A terrible French accent there, but beautiful, beautiful inscriptions, classic kind of illuminations there, absolutely beautiful. Absolutely love that. Absolutely amazing book, and this book is absolutely chock full of those kind of books, and then at the end of each chapter, there's a little sort of précis of extra books in there. That's the one Harry Potter is in at the end of the book. So there's like they've got a few pages dedicated to sort of 7 or 8 texts, and then a few other important ones, including the Book of Marjorie Kemp, which I've never heard of. Apparently the first biography, or first written autobiography, I should say. And then in the middle of the book is where you find most of this. Is in the middle of this book is where you find most of the books. So the 1450 up to 1900 books that change history. So the Gutenberg Bible, the Nuremberg Chronicle, the Divine Comedy, the King James Bible, Don Quixote, the Discovery of Witchcraft, the Auburn Codex, Cosmographia. There are lots and lots of things here. Absolutely amazing. Epitome, the new standard for anatomical illustration. Printed on vellum and paper. And so I'd really like this. I don't know if you can see this. At the top here, there's like a little description of the book. So the epitome is printed on vellum and paper. It gives you its dimensions: 58 by 55.8 times 37.4 centimeters, 27 pages. And then there's even a little scale picture. See that little scale picture of a man with the book. Some of them have the hand with the book. Some of them have a man with the book. So there you go. Here's the Wir Bücher von menschlicher Proportion. So that's an artistic book on proportion. Again, there's a little hand, and how big the book is. Cosmographia by Munster, Nostradamus. Okay, we'll jump through to the blue section. Blue section starts to get to books you kind of, well, I've heard of those books there. Things like Newton's Principia Mathematica, System Naturae by Linnaeus, and then the classification of living things. Dictionary of English Language, of course, Samuel Johnson, The Rights of Man, The Wealth of Nation, Birds of America, then Baedeker's guidebooks, the first kind of travel guides, Pickwick Papers, Dickens, Uncle Tom's Cabin, An Origin of Species, Alice in Wonderland, Das Kapital. All books that, you know, huge impact throughout history, and they're all in this book, and they're all described beautifully. And this book actually, if you set quizzes, this book is amazing. So many interesting little bits of information, like the first 10 Penguin classics or paperback penguins are in there. The first 10, who knows that? You could ask a question about that. Lovely, loads of little tidbits of information. Tristram Shandy, the first postmodernist novel. Maybe I've never read it. Maybe it is. Let's have a look. I was going to show you something in here which is just beautiful. Okay, there's another French one, Artsy Métier. So I won't show you that first. First of all, I'll show you Micrographia by Robert Hooke. Look at that. Incredible hand-drawn pictures. Try again, I didn't know very much about. You see them, you don't really think about the work that goes into, or the work that went into creating these books. They're incredible. Principia Mathematica, Linnaeus, and then this book, the Artsy Métier. Basically, this book was a bit of an underground book in revolutionary France. 28 volumes, 18,000 pages of text. Had to be written almost undercover from Louis XV. He banned it, and it's fascinating, but I'd never heard of it. But all great, you know, lots of huge French writers of the time contributed to it. There's a little section on the Encyclopedia Britannica. The dictionary. I mostly know what I know from the dictionary from Blackadder. But that's in here too. I'm going to leap forward The Rights of Man, something people around the world probably think more about. And then we go right up to the 1900s. We've got The Wizard of Oz. I think The Little Prince is mentioned. There's an obscure Russian text I'd never heard of is in here. That was the kind of cultural importance in revolutionary Russia in 1917. Rackham's illustrated Grimm's fairy tales. And, well, I can't really sing the praises enough. Of course, The Diary of Anne Frank, incredibly important book, all described there in loving detail and quite moving, obviously, for obvious reasons. There's a few books I think possibly missing. Maybe Mein Kampf is missing. I don't know whether that should be in there or not. The Lord of the Rings is missing. Arguably, The Lord of the Rings didn't change history, but then we did The Little Prince. I don't know. I'm sure everybody has a favourite book they would like to think changed history. Certainly, The Lord of the Rings changed my life, but I'm not sure it changed history very much. But this book is incredible. If you've got a book, if you're a book lover or you've got a book lover in your family, they will love this book. There is so much to see inside it. It's gorgeously put together. It's £20 in the UK. I'm guessing probably therefore around $30 US. And it's just absolutely amazing. I love it. I've reviewed a lot of books. I've said lots of nice things about these books, but this book is the one that speaks to me. the most, because I'm such a book lover, and if you are a book lover, this book is lovely. So there it is. That is DK's Books That Change History, the book lover's book, if ever there was one. So do check it out. Thanks for watching. That's a very quick Word Wednesday due to my busy schedule at the moment. Hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully it was useful. If you didn't know about that book and you're interested in it, do check it out because it's lovely. We will be back. I think I've got one more Word Wednesday before Christmas, and then that will be it till the new year. So if you enjoyed that, then please do give us a thumbs up. If you tell me what your favourite book is, tell me what books you'd like. I wonder if they're in there, what should be in there, do tell me. If not, then, well, I'll see you next time. And Pete and I will be back soon with some Shadespire, and I'll be back with some book reviews very soon. So until then, take care. Bye.